Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday Wisdom. My name is Shirley. This is my friend Joanne. And every Wednesday you are here. If it is your first time, please let us know where you tune in. And today we are going to talk about the power of say no. How are you today, Joanne? For our
I'm
Wednesday Wisdom?
I'm very well, Shirley. I'm got a bit of a red nose after 4 days camping in the bush, but other than that, I feel refreshed. Everything's on track.
You look beautiful, darling.
Well, thank you, Shirley. I've noticed that you've had a bit of a haircut as well.
Did you like?
I do like. It's very good. I'm waiting for my hairdresser to get back from holidays next week, so I can't
Yeah.
wait. All right, the power of saying no, Shirley.
Mm.
That's interesting, isn't it? Because we need to have boundaries around the word no. And no doesn't necessarily mean it's negative, it can be empowering.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's some of the, um, what do you call experiences? There you go, that's the word I was looking for. Do you have, Shirley, around the word no?
Darling, I discovered the power of no, no long time ago because I was upbringing to say yes, 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 and
Yeah,
didn't care too much about myself because when you are mommy, when you are wife, when you are partner, you think about others and you give up of yourself and she doesn't care too much about you and you give until you realize that you need to bring this power to you. And then when you say your first no and you feel good because it doesn't hurt you and maybe you don't feel that you can't, and then you say no and you feel good about that, is like so good. And you like, because I accept when someone say no for me. Oh, I can't
yeah.
do this for you. And I was thinking that I always need to be say yes. And when I discover was totally different in my life. How about you?
Yes, Shirley, it's interesting. I had to put boundaries in my life many years ago now and empower myself by saying no because it was the best thing for me, for my mental health, for my overall health.
Hmm.
Because at that stage, I couldn't do a lot of stuff for me without endangering my health. But sometimes you get asked, a friend will ring you up and say, "Can you do this? Can I ask a favor, whatever?" And I go, "Yes, you can ask."
Hmm.
Not necessarily will I say yes.
Hmm.
And I think that's the power of it all, is that you may not be able to do it now, but you can do it in a couple of hours, a couple of days, in a week or so. So you're not saying, "No, I don't want to help you."
Hmm.
You're saying, "Yes, I can help you. I need to schedule it in. I need to do room for me first to get done what I need to get done."
Hmm.
And I think people feel guilty when they have to say no. I think that there's this guilt thing that sits there, that when people can't be honest
Hmm.
and can't express how they feel with different situations and that. And
Hmm.
I agree with you. A lot of it is our upbringing because we are conditioned to be people pleasers.
Hmm.
And that's one of the biggest issues in society today, where people feel they have to be people pleasers. Me, nah, you
Yeah.
don't have to be a people pleaser. And not that I'm rude about it, but I am quite assertive when I cannot do something for somebody.
Hmm.
But then I will come back with a solution. We're saying, well, it can't happen now, but, give me a couple of hours and I can do it for you. And it's like, one of the daughters of a really good friend of mine posted on Facebook today where she was very clear about her boundaries. what
Mm-hmm.
she allowed in her life, what she didn't allow in her life, and that. And one of the biggest things in our lives today are mobile phones. People think the minute that a notification comes in, oh, I've got to answer that. Well, no, you don't. You have to realize the phone is there for your convenience, not everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so liberating. I mean, who turns their phone off? I mean, I do.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. If I don't need to have it on, like I've spent 4 days in the bush with very little reception. The phone's been off most of the time. I've
Mm-hmm.
only turned it on if I've needed to message a friend or, check up on my uncle, uh, who's in a bit of a dire situation at the moment. But other than that, I didn't need to use my phone
Mm-hmm.
the whole time we were away. So that's empowering.
Totally.
That, yeah,
Yeah.
totally empowering. And this is where taking care of you sometimes starts with turning the phone off and
Yeah.
not being available.
And another thing, Joanne, that you just can give when your cup is full. Because if you give, yes, 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 until your cup is empty,
Mm,
you need to look at you first and have the possibility to help others as well. I think
mm,
go for this way as well, to be with your cup full, to take care of yourself, because if you just help others and you don't think that you need to take care of you, this I think is another way to look to say no, the power of say no. What you think about that?
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's lots of times, and as mums, we're always there.
Mm-hmm.
We're always there.
Needs to be there.
And, there's times where we could scream because all we want is a little bit of time for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in those circumstances, in those times, we need to be able to say to our husband, our partner, the father of our kids, whatever, I need time out.
Yeah.
And another thing that a lot of people do is they say sorry when they don't need to say sorry. It's like, I was trying to
I
think of
have
a kid.
heard so with this week, like you just say sorry when you have done something wrong, and say I'm sorry, I'm responsible for what I have done, and you're going to look for a solution. I'm not going to do this way, or I'm going to do another way. Out that you don't need to say sorry, because if now is so child kids to say sorry, sorry, sorry. You don't need. It's just
Mm,
if you really made something that is a mistake,
mm,
that you
mm.
say, "Oh, I have done is my responsible. I have done that. Sorry," and you're going to try make better.
I know it it gets to me when people, you say, oh, something happened or whatever, and they go, oh, I'm sorry, and I just say to them, you don't need to say sorry.
Yeah.
You know, it's not something that you need to be sorry about. And I'm finding that a lot of the time now people do that.
Hmm. In this country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in this country, yes. Yes, if you
Because
bump into
because
somebody, you're sorry, whatever.
Brasília don't say too much. Please do it. They talk to you in a different way, more soft when they wanna ask favor, but they
Yeah,
don't use the word please or
okay.
thank you, because is in our culture. You just know that how they talk, they are asking a favor or they are be grateful, and they don't use this word frequently. Yeah, it's really different. And I know that here, if you don't say, you are being rude.
Okay. Okay. And
Different.
Shirley,
Yeah.
I have to say that I admire your strength and your courage moving to a new country without speaking the language and facing those challenges every day because of the issue of our pronunciation. And English is such a difficult language to master because you can have the same word and it has,
Means different.
like, just like live, for instance. You live, but live can also be live.
Yeah. Oh,
And I just take my hats off to everybody that has ended up mastering the English language
yeah.
without having to say sorry, without having to say no.
Exactly. I don't
That's,
say sorry when I speak like the word you said is my second language. If you wanna help me to say correctly, I'm going to be really thankful.
yeah. And
Yeah.
pronunciation is important too, because as I said, you can have the same word having different meanings. As
Hmm.
I said, like live and live,
Yeah.
just as one example, and there's many, many, many more examples in that same
No.
thing. But anyway, but let's
Back.
get back to the power of no. We got sidetracked there, which is fine. We don't
Fine.
have
Yeah.
a problem. So, Shirley, some last thoughts on the power of no.
I wanna ask our audience if they know the power of no, if they apply this power of no, how is the no for them? I was really curious to have your opinion about this subject. Be really nice for us to know what you think about this. If you apply, if you set your
Borders, yeah. Boundaries,
boundaries, yeah. Because it's really important to have this set in our life for us to live freely with your peace in your heart, in your mind. This is my
hmm,
last word for you guys. And it always is a pleasure to be here every Wednesday. If you don't follow us, please click in the button for to see us every Wednesday here, 10 o'clock Australia Standard.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, that's it. That's one said beautifully.
So, because we have different time zones in Australia now, we have different time zones at all times, but we've now got daylight savings in
Yeah,
place. But let us know where you're tuning in from, because
yeah.
we would love to know where our reach goes and who our audience is, so that, and if you've got any questions you want us to discuss, just let us know and we will do some research and we will chat to you about it. But
Mhm.
until then, till next Wednesday, we will be back with Wednesday Wisdom. So it is bye from me.
Bye for me as well.
Okay, and we will catch you then. See yous.
See ya.
Bye.